Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? So in the last video where I took the boat to my back, I didn't realize I had another angle of that. Yeah, I had a totally different angle of that shot. I forgot that there's a security camera hanging over the garage that caught everything in motion, so you get a better idea as to what the hell happened when the trailer came crashing down on my back and smoked me. And I'm gonna show that right the frig now. Now what pisses me off about the whole ordeal is I broke the tripod handle for this monopod. Basically it just screws on the bottom and it connects into a simple 1/4-inch jack that allows you to turn the monopod into a tripod so you can set it up and get the shot when you want to go hands-free. And I was like, what the hell am I going to do? So I went on Thingiverse to see if I could find a 3D printable option, because there's no way to repair the broken one. It's pretty much shot. So I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? So then I went on Amazon, and the company that makes this battery pack monopod designed for GoPros also makes just the little tripod. So I was like, sweet, this is gonna work out nice. Anyway, went that route. Now, when I was down in London, Bloke does a lot of cleaning for the condos and collecting the trash and that people leave behind and the garbage man doesn't quite pick up. He'll get called up by the condo coordinators or whatever, condo people, the ones who run the condos. I don't know what the hell their names are. Call them housing authority, why not? And they'll give him a holler and say, hey, can you come and collect this trash and then bring it to the dump and we'll pay you. And he makes a good amount of money doing that, surprisingly. Like, I'm telling you, London, they just throw money away. If you remember back in the day, Bloke used to go and collect free cars, like cars that are working but no longer certifiable for the road, either due to emissions reasons or mechanical reasons. So he would go and collect these cars and then bring them to the farm, lease them out to visitors. What the deal is once the car is broken, he takes the car back and scraps it. Of course, the first thing he did was remove the catalytic converter from the cars, and then people could rent a farm car off him for $100, and the car's yours until it breaks, and then he reclaims the car, scraps it, and gets the money for it. Well, during his expeditions of collecting trash, he came across this, and he gave it to me. It's a, I don't even know, I never heard of this brand, Okuma Celio. It's a medium heavy action, which is my favorite action, 15 to 50 pounds, 1 to 6 ounces. It's a casting rod, but I don't have anything to put on it. And like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube of fishing. Now, he did do a repair on it. So you notice the end here is kind of weird, but I don't know, it's probably a really good rod. I don't even know how much this goes for. You know what? I got my phone. Let's look it up. Wow. So these rods are graphite and they go for $115 a pop. That is the rod too, right there. 115 freaking dollars. Some of them are 89, 39, but they range from 115 to 122 bucks. So that's not a cheap freaking rod. So I don't want to put a cheap freaking reel on it. That's for sure. So for S&Gs, I just realized this rod is longer than my Shimano. Like, I'm holding it out and I'm going, this feels super long. Guys, this is an 8-foot rod. I've never had an 8-foot casting rod, so this is going to be interesting. So what I'm thinking, all the guides are good. I'm thinking we need to go to Canadian Tire and pair this up to a reel. And I have a reel in mind because there's something going on. Let's jump in the Trans Am and go for a rip. I have no idea how this is going to work, but let's give it a try. This car's a lot louder than the truck. I also need to get gasoline for this thing. So here's what's going on. So by the time this video comes out, I've already come. However, I'll be on vacation the following week too. I'm being forced to take some vacation at work. I have some vacation that I can't carry over, and I decided not to take it this year at Christmas time. Oh, that's gonna be bumpy. I decided not to take it at Christmas time like last year because honestly it was kind of pointless. I figure let's take it while there's still some sunlight and we still got some days left to enjoy life, instead of taking it over the winter where I got nothing to do because it's snowy, and even if ice fishing is a thing this year, the lake is closed until the new year, so you know, why bother? So I'm taking the Friday off, and then I'm off on the Monday all the way through to the following Friday, and then the Saturday. Basically that Friday I'll find out more what's happening then when it gets closer to time, because see, we're planning on one final fishing trip to London. This video, if it actually comes out, like, there's a lot of shit coming into play here. If the weather's garbage, I won't be. If the that's about it. If the weather's garbage, I won't be going. We don't care if it's blowing heavy winds, because where we fish, there's not really much wind. It's not that big of a deal. However, what really matters is raining. If it's pissing rain, there's no point in me driving all the way down, because we won't really want to go get wet and fish, even though it's apparently the best time to go, but we won't want to do that. So depending on if I film anything after this, there's going to be a video coming out. It's probably going to be a super long video, a movie-like video with me and Bloke, titled One Last Cast. It's my one last time of the year when I get to go down there. In the winter, I don't like to drive the highways. They're pretty brutal. They suck. They're not really well maintained, and I've done it a couple times in the winter, not gonna lie. I went down to Bloke's. There's a video of me going down there for New Year's. I went down, hung out at Joel's house, and Bloke was there, and we did a New Year's party and all that. It was interesting, but yeah, no, we got lucky that New Year's because we didn't get snow until mid-January. It was one of those awkward winters. Now this winter, who knows what it's gonna be like. Like I said, the meteorologists, right now they're predicting a warm winter because it's freaking warm out, which is why October, or the end of the month, me going down to Bloke's is kind of a hit or miss situation. Like, we're not sure if it's gonna happen or not. Right now it's a go. I got some work to do as well down there. Bloke's brother-in-law. Yeah, did you guys know Bloke has a sister? I didn't know either until he's like, oh yeah, my sister came over last weekend. And I'm like, dude, I've known you for 14 years and this is the first time I heard that you had siblings. What the hell? Like, is she older? Is she younger? And I guess she's like just a tad bit younger. Like basically Bloke was born and Bloke's dad was back in there pumping babies into his mom. So like, or you know, vice versa, whatever the case may be, but apparently they're pretty close to the same age. So like, there was no waiting period. It was like, let's just bang these babies out as soon as possible so that we can get them out of the house as soon as possible. And you know, we did our due diligence of creating more population type thing. I don't know. People were weird back then. What can I say? Like, look at my grandma and grandpa. Like, holy crap. Dad's side of the family, 14 brothers, 4 sisters. Mom's side of the family, what, 4 brothers and like 12 sisters. Like, they just cranked out units like they oh yeah, sorry bud, I'm doing 60. Like, I guess you want to do 80. Anyway, enough of that. People like to drive like assholes. So anyway, I'm going to be going down to Bloke's, and I figure what a better treat than to use the rod that he garbage picked and gave me to go for one last cast. Now, I reached out to a company I deal with, Tackle Depot, and I told them about the plan for the video, and they're hooking us up with some better bass box. They're like, I'm gonna get you guys set up. You guys are gonna have a good fishing trip this time. We're gonna get you all the baits you need to dominate the lakes. He's like, what kind of conditions are they? I told him the conditions. He goes, don't worry. He goes, I'll have you guys set up with some better bass boxes, some better lures. He's like, I highly recommend top water. He goes, I don't know if I can include much of top water because we don't really have much in the stock, but I'll see what I can do. But he goes, I will set you up for the fall fishing and you'll have a great time. So we got Tackle Depot behind us. We also got Bobby. Apparently on Sunday, Bobby's gonna take us out to somewhere called Long Point in his boat, and we're gonna go boat fishing. So now Monday Bloke works, so I'm gonna have to head her back Monday, but I'll be off the following week, so God knows what I'll get up to. Probably trying to crank out as many videos as possible to make a super buffer until winter hits and I run out of the ability to make videos. And I really don't want to do the pace my kitchen and talk videos, but those may occur. I know this coming weekend there was talk of a Cards Against Humanity. I won't be filming that because that's not suitable for YouTube, but I'm supposed to go to my friend Amy Lee's house and play some Cards Against Humanity. But yeah, I figured I would let you guys know that by the time you watch this video, there's a chance that I did go down to visit Bloke, and we did shoot a video called One Last Cast. I had so much fun making that last fishing video with Bloke that I kind of want to do it again, and I hope he sees how much fun I had, and then he, you know, gets motivated, because if he reads the comments on that video, a lot of you guys were like, Bloke, please start making videos. We miss your videos. And like, Bloke likes shooting those short comedy videos, like the one. If you haven't seen it, guys, I'm gonna link Crazy British Bloke's channel in the description. Go to his page and look up, I can't remember the name of it, but it's just like, he's doing renovations in his basement with a DeWalt power saw. And It's hilarious, but like he always did these like 2 to 3 minute long short videos that were just comical. Like his brain would just think up this crazy idea and he would just bring it into video, you know, make it happen. And that's what I liked about his style of video shooting, and that's what I started off of on the Skivinz channel, was just shooting these like short little mini clip, and they would get a lot of views. But then I did the vlogging, people wanted the long format. God, I need to replace those seals. Anyways, guys, I'm at Canadian Tire now. I'm gonna run in. I'll be filming with my phone in there. I'm not gonna bring the GoPro in for obvious reasons. It's too obvious and they get mad at you. So if I do take any shots in there, I'll take it with my phone. If I don't, I'll be back in the car in a minute. All right, peace out. Alrighty, guys, we got the reel. I also bought some jigs, some line, and a Berkeley El Chapo. Bloke bought one too, because top water is king, and I don't have any whopper ploppers besides the one I 3D printed, but I need to 3D print it, and I'm having 3D printer issues, mainly because I'm too lazy to rebalance it. Now I'm gonna head over to Canadian Tire gas bar, because surprisingly enough, that is not part of... Anyway, I'm gonna head over to the Canadian Tire gas bar, fuel in this thing, because I plan on driving it all week. I plan on driving this car until I can't, except for Saturday, because I got to go to the tire shop and get the tire fixed on the pickup, so that I can, you know, not have to deal with that nonsense over the winter. So yeah, like, I figured I'd pick up a Chapo. It's just basically a whopper plopper made by Berkeley. Apparently they do really good. The reason why I picked one up was because I don't own one except for the one I 3D printed, and it doesn't quite have the action I'm looking for. Problem is it sinks. It's actually a cool little e-bike that kid was riding. Holy shit. Anyway, so Bloke's all stoked for me to head down, and like I said, his brother-in-law has a hard drive, a portable hard drive. So in the past, I've made a video about, I can't remember what the video was about, but midway through that video, I get a call from a friend whose father's hard drive was broken, and he brought it to Best Buy, and Best Buy went and said, we can send it to a data recovery place, it's gonna cost you $2,700. He went, no thanks, I'm gonna see if I can find another solution. So he talked to his daughter-in-law and his daughter-in-law, or he talked to his daughter, I should say, and I don't know, I think that's her dad. I'm not 100% sure now. Anyway, there was some talking involved, and then so that my friend Amy Lee called me and said, hey, my dad has a portable hard drive, and whenever he plugs it in, it just makes clicking sounds. And I know that these hard drive cases are junk, like they break all the freaking time. So I said, all right, well, just bring me the drive, and I'll just put it in my test case and make sure the hard drive's good, and if it is, we'll just swap it out. And that's what I ended up doing, was just picking up another enclosure and popping the drive in it, and it works fine. 99% of the time, if your enclosure drive, your 2.5-inch drive starts clicking, it's not the hard drive, it's the enclosure fail. So just get a new enclosure, put the drive in it, and you're good to go. Easy peasy. Holy shit, like, Canadian Tire gas bar even an option right now, or what's up? Oh yeah, okay. Just Tud Hope over here, just reloading the guy. All right, I'm gonna fill it up with gas, and I will be right back. Alrighty, $53 in gas later. I love this car. When you can be on a quarter of a tank of gas, dump in $53 and it's full at $1.41 a liter, and then drive 400 kilometers on that, that's pretty dope. I don't care what anybody says. Compared to my truck, this car is great on gas. I'm saying my truck's bad on gas, but it doesn't exactly sip it, that's for sure. Am I gonna be able to get across here? All right, let's go home. Friggin' sun's going down, and it's what? Oh, it's 6:30, so that makes sense. Been having this ongoing freaking problem with this shitty friggin' Fitbit. About ready to get rid of it and get something else. Like, Google's crippling the Fitbit line, guys. Do not get a Fitbit. They're just ruining it, taking all the tech out, putting it into their own watches, the Pixel brand. And the Pixel brand's just as bad as like an Apple Watch, or the reason why I liked Fitbit was you can charge it and you're good for 5 days, right? And I've never been able to find another watch that follows that same principle until I actually found another watch by another company I never even contemplated, Garmin. Garmin sells a tactical series watch with all the features of the Fitbit that I like, the sleep monitoring, the long battery life, the the steps, the calorie counters, all that bullshit. It has all those features built into it, plus it has a solar panel back screen so that when you're out in the sun, say fishing, mowing the lawn or whatever, the watch is charging, prolonging the battery life. If you do not put it in the sun, you get 10 days out of it. If you do put it in the sun, you can pretty much run it indefinitely without ever having to see a charger. My next watch is going to be a Garmin, because this Fitbit losing sync to my phone all the time and non-stop complaining. Like, you go to look at the time and it's like, rather than showing me the time, it's telling me, no, I can't find your phone. Who cares about my phone? Just show me what time it is. You're a freaking watch. But no, since Google acquired Fitbit, I thought it was going to be this great thing, that Google was going to take it to the next level, because Google's a big company and they got a lot of money and they're looking for a competitor to Apple. But all they wanted was the infrastructure for a Fitbit system to incorporate into the Google Pixel watch so that they could turn around and axe the Fitbit line and completely cripple it. Because I called support about this problem, and their solution was that they no longer support the Sense and Sense 2. That their solution was to upgrade to a Pixel watch, and I told them flat out, if I'm getting another watch, it ain't gonna be a Pixel, it ain't gonna be a Google watch, it ain't gonna be a Fitbit, because now they're focusing mainly on those stupid little slim wristband watch, like the Charge and the Active and all that. It's like, oh, I can't be bothered. However, guys, with fall coming into play, it's also gonna play a little problem with how long we can go out fishing, especially depending on where we're fishing. Like, if we're at that dam and we gotta climb that goat trail, that's what Bloke calls it, that trail we climbed last time, the one that was like friggin' brutal, covered in sharp stones, and I'm wearing Crocs and he's wearing freaking soft loafers so you can feel literally every rock through your footsteps. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that in the dark. So I'm gonna probably pack a headlamp or something, just in case we get on a serious bite and we kind of lose track of time and we need some light. At least I can put on a headband and throw some light on the subject, you know. There, we got a full tank of gas. I gotta tell you guys one thing though. After running that seafoam through the engine, I've noticed my fuel economy's better. My engine doesn't do that when I'm at a stoplight. It doesn't rumble, like it doesn't shake the car into shimmies. It just seems to be running smoother now. Seafoam, guys, it's good. I should have taken your advice on this like a long ass time ago. The amount of times people told me to seafoam the car, seafoam the car, seafoam the car, and I just ignored it. I regret doing that. Like, I might do that once a year at the beginning of the season, fill it up with fresh gas and throw some foam into it and then run it through the tank. Hell, I might even put a can of it in the winter. I think it might preserve the fuel and keep it from turpentining. Who knows? Anyway, guys, when we get back home, I'll show you guys the new reel. Yeah, don't just walk across the road, dummy. Make sure to look left and right. There you go. Like, these kids nowadays, I'm telling you, they're freaking hilarious. They don't even pay attention. They're completely oblivious of their surroundings and just step out into traffic. Do you guys miss my driving scenes? It's been a while since I've strapped the camera. Well, I shouldn't say that, because I did it for Saturday for the fishing video I tried to make, and I had you guys driving around with me everywhere, and I just scratched the footage because I was halfway through editing it going, this is freaking boring. Like, there was nothing going on in that video. It was just me driving the Trans Am around like an idiot, chasing after fish that weren't there. And I'm hoping, seriously hoping, that it's not going to be the same in London. Now, Bloke said they didn't get the same cold strike that we got, so we might still have a chance down there. And Bobby said the fish are still biting and he can get us on fish. So, and I trust Bobby. He's been angling all of his life. The guy's been throwing lures at the water since before he could probably walk, when he was crawling, still getting breastfed. So I'm pretty sure he knows where to go to get the fish on if we can't find them bank fishing on the Saturday. So I just don't know what kind of fish he's going to put us on, and hopefully he lets us know, because if we have to modify our tackle, well, we know a few shops where we can go get hooked up. Anyway, guys, I'm almost home. When I get home, we're going to hook this reel up to the new secondhand rod. I bought some Power Pro. We're going to line it up. We're going to put on a plug bait, one of my 3D printed baits that I never put hooks on, and we're gonna just fire it down the backyard and see how she casts. Stay tuned. All right, I got a temporary solution to my tripod issue. Should hopefully do the job. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Anyway, guys, the reel we went with is a Tatula CT 100 HLS by Daiwa. Now, never used a Daiwa reel before. However, all my friends say the Tatulas are the bomb. They are the king of the reels. Oh, it's even got a little spider on this side. Look at that, a little spider. And it's left hand the way I like. Oh, that's smooth. Wow. Okay. All right. That's pretty decent. Nice and smooth. Decent drag. Oh, and when you press the button, that's cool. See how the thing is back? When you press the button, it pushes it out. So it gives you that, it's going to really whip the line out there. It's like right now it just has like a little slit, right? Then when you press the button, it opens up an entire chamber where the line can be fed. Oh, that's gonna send it. All right, where's that rod? Bloke told me, he's like, I told him, I'm like, are you sure you don't want that, dude? Because that's probably an expensive rod. And he's like, no, I don't have any use for that. Because he uses mainly spinning setups. Oh yeah, that's nice. So light too. The gear ratio on the 7.3 to 1. I think this is faster than my Shimano. Now, I also bought some Power Pro V2 because I freaking love Power Pro for my braid. A lot of other people are like, they like other kinds, but Power Pro when it comes to braid, Cigar when it comes to fluoro, and just avoid monofilament like the plague, and you'll have a great life. So I'm gonna go ahead and load some of this on the reel, if I can, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, we got her all lined up. Just gonna put the rod end on it, and then run the line down and tie on the fishing plug. I also, like I said, I bought the Chapo 75 Whopper Plopper and 2 more packs of my favorite swim bait jigs, the Thumpers. Got a little underspin on them and they match my swim baits. So if whatever we're fishing is a moving bait, I should be able to, like if it wants a moving bait, I should be on it. And if whatever is we're fishing wants top water, we got El Chapo. And if they're for some reason on the bottom of the water column, well, I'll throw a lunker log down there and see if they want to eat. So I got my plug right here. I'll go ahead and scoop this guy on. I'm just gonna tie it on, real simple. So the Shimano is running Power Pro version 1. This is Power Pro version 2, and they call it some sort of engineered for toughness, super slick. I can tell it's super slick just by the way it feels in my hands. It's got some sort of a coating on it, so maybe it'll be a little less noisy on the guides when you cast it. Just doing a very basic fishing knot, nothing fancy, and zero care about tying off, cutting off my tag end, because fish ain't going to be eating this. All right, I'm just gonna put that up there for now. Actually, that can go in the garbage. All right, we got our plug tied on. Let's go to the backyard. Let's bomb a few casts and see how this thing works. Alrighty, guys. First step when you get a new bait caster, always set your tension. Then check your brakes. Where's the marker? I'm gonna leave them pinned. And let's see how this thing casts. Holy guys, this thing's nuts. Oh yeah, I'm not even trying. What I should have done was mowed my lawn this weekend apparently. But I can totally catch a 3-pounder, so that's pretty sweet. There we go. Oh yeah, this is going to sail them out there. This is going to be a good long bomber. I don't know how well you saw those casts, but they bombed. So I'm pretty sure that this is an 8-foot rod. And the way I can check that is by grabbing my other 8-foot rod. That's crazy, guys. We are handle to handle. And the okuma is still longer. What the heck kind of a casting rod is this? What do you use this for? Surf fishing? All right, whatever. Whatever. All right, well, it's definitely not going to fit in the truck like hooked up, so unless I angle it. I'm gonna put it away, but I'm gonna tie on El Chapo, because this is probably gonna be my rod for bombing that down. And then I already got a Senko setup on the Shimano setup. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. Just gotta wait a couple more weeks and then we can go rock and roll. So guys, the full complement of rods that I'm bringing down will be the Shimano SLX DC, Tatula with the whatever okuma, and the ugly stick noodle rod with the Dollarama special, because I haven't broken that reel yet and we got to get on that. So plus my bait bag, I think we should be able to do some serious damage down there, you know, if the fish are biting. That's a big if. There you go. Expect another video with Bloke. One last cast, that's what she'll be called. And hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully I enjoy it. Hopefully it's enjoyable. It's always enjoyable. I lock this thing. Okay, cool. Even though I got I Spy on the scene, I still like to keep it locked, because I can't really come out here and investigate or interrogate while I'm sleeping, right? So anyway guys, before I go in, I'm just going to shut the video down here. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like I said, there will be another video of fishing, hopefully weather permitting, all that jazz. Like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.